Dedicated to the grind and dedicated to you. That's why we do what we do. This is Power Grind Boxing. We call this Vertical Avalanche. We getting ready to be talking about the Gervonta Tank Davis fight card. Demetrius Andrade Rashidi Ellis, Jaron Boots Ennis, and of course, Gervonta Tank Davis. Those were the stars of the night. But we got some surprises. Do you understand what I'm saying? Of course you do. Okay, so now let's go. Demetrius Andrade, he fought a guy named Damon Nicholson. Now, Demetrius Andrade is 31-0, right? He got 19 wins by knockout. Now, Damon Nicholson, he's 26, 4 losses, 1 draw. He got 22 knockouts. Now, if you saw this matchup, because you know Demetrius Andrade, you say, you know what? It's going to be a wash. But I am telling you, Nicholson, he was there to fight. He was not there to lay down. Everyone was saying, you know, since we don't know this guy, Demetrius Andrade is supposed to just wash the floor with him. He's supposed to mop this guy. But no, that's not how it was working. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Demetrius Andrade, he came out his normal awkward self. I'm telling you, man, it's always awkward fighting Demetrius Andrade. Now, he may get a lot of hate, but it's very difficult to fight someone like him because he has a very awkward style. But like I said, Damon Nicholson, he was a durable fighter. He was a durable opponent, and he didn't just come there to lay down. He did make it a little rough for Demetrius Andrade, but you could tell who was the more cleaner, crisper puncher, who was the individual that needed to be there and who showed up that night, and that was Demetrius Andrade. So Demetrius Andrade had a pretty good victory over Damon Nicholson. Now we're going to push on to the guy who's 24-0, Rashidi Speedy Ellis. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Now, he fought a guy. I'm going to say the guy's name was Romain Villa. Now, I may be pronouncing his name incorrectly, but it's okay. Listen, Rashidi Ellis, 24-0, 16 knockouts, right? I think it's 15 knockouts. But anyway, Villa, 25-1. He got 24 knockouts. Now listen, Rashidi Ellis, in my opinion, and from me counting, he did an excellent job. Round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. He did an excellent job. 1 through 7, oh my goodness, I thought he did an excellent job. And boxing is supposed to be scored round by round. Now listen up though. Around 7 and 8, we started seeing the tide turn. Now Villa, he is a push forward, rock'em sock'em type of fighter. You got what I'm saying? He's gonna push forward. He's trying to make it a fight. He's not boxing. You got me? Now he got some good boxing ability, but he's not like a boxer. You got me? He is a rock'em sock'em. Hey, I'm pushing forward. I want you to punch me. I'm punching you, and that's just how it's gonna be. He's gonna plow forward. You got what I'm saying? Now, Rashidi Ellis was tagging Villa with that jab all night. He was working his jab. I was impressed. I'm like, wow, Rashidi Ellis, you really doing the thing. You understand what I'm saying? Now, like I said, round 7, okay, I would have gave that to Rashidi. But then around 8, you could see Villa, he was pushing forward. He was more aggressive. And Rashidi Ellis was starting to tire because he started slowing down. He was slowing down. He started getting hit more. I was like, oh, okay. So then 8, he was getting hit more. I'm like, okay, I think that might be Villa round. And then round 9 came, and as they pushed on round by round, you could see Villa was just starting to walk him down. And Rashidi was slowing down. Now, last round, right? Villa knocks Rashidi down. You heard that? So I'm like, okay, knocked him down. Oh, wow. Oh, boy, it's getting, in these last rounds, he started getting knocked down. He started getting beat, battered, and bruised. Okay, so now let's get to the end of the fight, where he got, Rashidi Ellis actually got saved by the bell. You got what I'm saying? So boom, got saved by the bell. Now it's going to the score decision. Okay, it's going to they do a majority decision. I'm like, what? It went to the judges, majority decision. I was thinking in my mind, there is no way either this fight going to be a draw or Rashidi Ellis, he landed more shots. You could just see with your own eyes. He landed more shots. And if you are an individual who does not know how to count points and don't know how to score a boxing match, then you may rely on CompuBox. Now, if you looked at CompuBox, guess what? CompuBox had Rashidi Ellis up by everything. The only thing Rashidi Ellis had to do, in my mind, is to just survive. You got what I'm saying? Even though he had got knocked down, he was slowing down. All he had to do was survive, and he survived. You got me? Okay. So now, like I said, one judge had it for this guy, and then the other judges had it for Villa. And Villa had the major upset over Rashidi Ellis. Now, I may not be articulating everything how you want me to articulate it, because I'm not a sentence specialist. I'm not an English teacher. I'm not using the best sentences. But listen, Rashidi Ellis lost to Villa. Do you understand what I'm saying? It was what it was. Now it's a controversial decision. Everything said that Rashidi Ellis won. CompuBox said that he won. Everybody who with the eye test, everybody else who, were professionals, and everyone saw that Rashidi Ellis won. But hey, the judges said that, hey, you didn't win, so we move on. You got what I'm saying? Okay, so now let's go up to Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis, he faced a guy named Karen. I'm not going to say his last name, but it's Karen C. Now, no one really knew about Karen C., but I'm telling you, he was fancy with his footwork. He was on his bike all night. Now, not Rashidi Ellis, but Jaron Ennis is getting a lot of criticism because he couldn't get this Karen guy out of there. Nobody knows Karen, but everybody knows Jaron Ennis. And since he couldn't get him out of there, he's receiving all types of backlash. People are so angry at Jaron Boots Ennis right now. Oh my goodness, they are angry. So I'm like, man, listen, I thought that Karen fought a strategic fight. Like I said, he was on his bike all night. He made sure that he didn't engage. However, it seemed as if his goal was to go all 12 rounds with Jaron Boots Ennis because he was massively defensive. However, he was not offensive on any level. Now, he did land a couple of nice combinations on Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis is a durable fighter, though. You got what I'm saying? But like I said, he is receiving a lot of criticism right now because he wasn't cutting the ring off. He wasn't doing some of the basics in boxing, but he was trying to get him out of there. He was trying to knock Karen out, but Karen was so sharp on his feet and he was on that bike and he was dancing and prancing all around the ring. But it is Jaron Boots Ennis' job to cut the ring off and to set up traps and get Karen out of there. He did not do that, and right now he is getting all types of criticism. Now, I saw Jaron Boots Ennis. They had asked him a couple of different questions about his win over the Karen guy. And of course, in professional fashion, he was happy that he went 12 rounds because this was the first time he ever finished 12 rounds in this professional televised bout. You got what I'm saying? So he was very proud of that. Other people was giving that support as well. However, like I said, a lot of individuals were very angry that Jaron Boots Ennis did not finish the guy how they wanted him to finish. You got what I'm saying? Listen, a lot of people are calling the Karen guy, they were calling him a bum, and they was calling him a cab driver. They were saying all kind of negative things about this Karen guy. Now, just because you haven't seen an individual and you don't know the individual because he's not promoted and marketed to you does not mean that he's a nobody just because you don't know him. You know, there's a lot of people that you don't know and they somebody. You got me? And everybody's somebody to somebody. You got what I'm saying? Okay, so now we're going to push on Gervonta Tank Davis against Hector Garcia. Garcia 16-0. Well, he was 16-0. You know, he's 16-1 now. He got 10 knockouts. Of course, Gervonta Tank Davis, he is 27-0. He got 25 knockouts. Now, it started off very, very slow. I was just like, man, Tank, you're starting off slow against Garcia. Now, I know Garcia was moving up from weight, and everybody was saying, oh, man, hey, this is supposed to be a walkthrough. I was telling everyone this is not going to be a walkthrough because Garcia, he looks as if he is a natural at the weight that he was fighting at. He's a lot taller than Tank, and he's hungry, and he's coming off victories. He got a momentum with him. I'm telling you now, he is globally known right now because he fought Gervonta Tank Davis and he lasted. Okay, so now, like I said, Gervonta Tank Davis, he started off very slow. You got what I'm saying? And he was getting criticism, and then it was crazy controversy because he had to take a step back because he was fighting Hector Garcia, but people were fighting in the crowd, so then they had to stop. The referee called a timeout, and then everybody's looking in the crowd and seeing Mick Mill and Gary Russell Jr. and you know what I'm saying? People fussing and fighting and pushing and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, this is going crazy. You got what I was just like, man, what in the world is going on in boxing right now? But then we got back to the fight. Gervonta Tank Davis, he started making it a fight right before they started breaking up. And then once they convened, or, you know, all of melee in the crowd was silenced and they got back together, then Gervonta Tank Davis hit Hector Garcia with a left, right? Came over and hit him in the face. And it seemed as if he seriously hurt Hector Garcia. They stopped that round. This was at the end of the 8th, right? Now, right before the 9th round started, you know, they rung the bell, but Hector Garcia, during that moment, he couldn't see. You know, Gervonta Davis hit him in the face and caused him to go blind in the ring. Can't make this shit up. You understand what I'm saying? Caused him to go blind in the ring. He could not see, and they had to stop the bout. You got what I'm saying now? I don't know if they call it a TKO, a KO. It's really a TKO, but I'm just saying I was massively shocked and surprised that he got hit so hard that he just went blind. Man, I'm telling you, this is the reason why I tell you that boxing is a very dangerous sport. But anyway, Gervonta Tank Davis emerged victorious over Hector Garcia. I really enjoyed this fight card. I saw other preliminary fights as well, but this was the primary Showtime fight card. The only individual that got upset is Speedy Rashidi Ellis. He lost to Villa. And he lost in a way where it was massively controversial. He felt like he did win. He felt like he did enough to win. You know, I wouldn't argue with that. You know, he lost. Hey, it's what the judges say. So even if you feel like you won, then guess what? Don't leave it to the judges. You got what I'm saying? And this is for anybody in boxing. Hey, if you don't want to go to the judges, then don't leave it up to the judges. Put in that work so that when you get in that ring, you can get him out of there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So congrats to Demetrius Andrade for a great victory. Congrats to Villa over a victory over Rashidi Speedy Ellis. Jaron Boots Ennis, congrats on your victory. And Gervonta Tank Davis, congrats on your victory. The individuals who did not get a victory tonight, you are not a loser. You got what I'm saying? You are not a loser, because Rashidi Ellis, look, he was working that great jab all night, so he may have lost the Villa with the, split decision or majority decision. But I'm telling you, man, that boy got a great jab on him. Demond Nicholson, I don't know if he got a future, because he wasn't listening to his corner at all. He just wasn't listening to his corner. He just wasn't. Villa, he got a great victory tonight. And he defeated a known name, a person who was a prospect, who was on the grind and on the incline in boxing. Now he just got defeated. So now we got to see what's going on. You got what I'm saying? I don't know what's next for Rashidi Ellis. I know he got to take that L and then go back to the gym and get bigger. You understand what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But congrats on the victory to Villa. Now, his style is like a rock'em sock'em, push forward. You can hit me. I don't care. I'm going to hit you regardless type of fighting style. So I don't know if that lasts long in the sport of boxing. Usually it doesn't last long in the sport of boxing. As it applies to Karen, I don't really know if, man, this guy was really nice and light on his feet. I don't know if he's going to ever fight. He's a Ukrainian. I don't know if he's going to fight back professionally in the United States. But what I do know is that he was nice on his feet. He was real slick. He hit Boots with some couple of combinations and a couple of shots. And I was like, oh man, Boots, if you ready for the top tier, you better not let Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence hit you like that guy just hit you. You got what I'm saying? Because the results won't be the same. Do you feel me? Okay, so Hector Garcia, of course, he moved up. So he's still a champion at his own weight division. So he's probably going to move back down. And hopefully this is a concussion. He got a concussion. That's the reason why he went blind. You got what I'm saying? A little bit of concussed right there. So hopefully he go to the doctor, he heal up and all of that good stuff. And then he go back and he dominate. Because I'm telling you, he's still a very durable individual. Now, as it applies to Gervonta Tank Davis, he's saying that he wants Hector Garcia. We're going to see how Gervonta Tank Davis faces, Ryan Garcia, King Ryan. He's saying that he wants Ryan next. Who knows if Ryan Garcia is going to fight Tank Davis? Because what I'm noticing with Ryan Garcia is that he got a lot of followers on social media, and he got a lot of individuals who really like him. But he doesn't do a lot of fighting. Now he does what we call clout chase and ride the wave. So a lot of individuals get hot off of boxing, right? And then whoever is hot in the moment on boxing, Ryan Garcia is going to talk about you, and then that makes his name relevant, because right now we living in a time of social media, and guess what? Attention is the new currency. So if you can bring up a lot of attention and drum up a lot of attention, then people will be like, you know what? Hey, I know him. I like him. Let me pay attention to him. Let me pay to see him. Let me do this, that, and the third. You got what I'm saying? So that's a lot of times that's what Ryan Garcia does. He rides the wave of whoever is popular at the time, and then he just gains all of the attention from that type of situation. I don't respect that, but I understand, because it's all about business. So, hey, you got to get your money how you get your money. You understand what I'm saying? But Ryan Garcia, I don't know if he's really going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. But he's saying that he wants all the smoke. So we're going to see if he really wants all that smoke. You got what I'm saying? It'll be surprising, though, if he really does sign the contract, because he hasn't signed the contract right now, according to Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, at one point in time, Ryan Garcia was talking like he had signed a contract. Man, you know you ain't signed a contract. So why you was talking like you signed a contract? Come on, man, have some integrity. You feel me? But I'm saying, though, what I will say, Ryan Garcia is like 5'11". Tank Davis is like 5'5". So he got a super height advantage. He got a super reach advantage. And it's just going to be a very difficult, and he has fast hands, and he's fast on his feet. It's going to be a very difficult fight. I don't think that it's going to be an easy night for Gervonta Tank Davis. It wasn't an easy fight for Gervonta Tank Davis, and he was fighting Hector Garcia, and Hector Garcia is like 5'7", 5'8". You got what I'm saying? Hector Garcia was taller, and it's very difficult for the shorter man to box at the level that Tank Davis boxes at, and maintain the power that Gervonta Tank Davis maintains, and get these taller guys out of there. A lot of times, man, we look at Gervonta Tank Davis and we thinking about his power, right? We say, oh man, you know, we just want him to hit the guy and get him out of there. Hit him and get him out of there. Hit him and quit him. You know what I'm saying? Hit him and make the guy quit. Because Hector Garcia basically quit on the seat, you know what I'm saying, before the 9th round started. You got what I'm saying? So we want Gervonta Tank Davis to hit the guy and then make the guy say, you know what? No mas. However, listen, Gervonta Tank Davis keeps showing different bones in his closet. He keeps showing you different skeletons in his closet. You got what I'm saying? He's a cookbook, and he keeps showing you different recipes that he got in that cookbook. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really like about Gervonta Tank Davis. He keeps showing you that, hey, I am not so one-dimensional. You keep trying to put me in a box and make it seem as if I am a one-dimensional fighter, but I'm really not a one-dimensional fighter, because he is showing you that there's just more than one dimension to his fighting style. And I really appreciate that fact, especially in a time where people keep trying to box him in. You got what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Hector Garcia, Jaron Ennis versus Karen Rashidi Ellis taking a loss to Villa, and Demetrius Andrade fighting Nicholson. Let me know your thoughts. Did you like this pay-per-view? I really enjoyed the pay-per-view. It was very entertaining on every single type of level. I thought it was worth my money because, you know, I support boxing and I advise you to do the same. But listen, this is Power Grind Boxing reminding you to stay on the grind. Peace.